Hi everybody, I'm back and today I'm going to show you all how to make sweet and sour pork. Here's what you will need. You will need pork, and now this pork I've cubed it up. These were actually 7 pork chops that I've cubed up just like so, and I've cut the fat off. Alright, let's move that aside. You will need bell peppers, and I have green bell peppers, red bell peppers, and yellow. And what I've done, you want to cut them into squares just like this, just like Chinese takeout, all right? And onions also. Now you will need baking powder, parsley flakes, garlic powder, pepper, salt, flour, vinegar, cornstarch, pineapple chunks, baking soda, pineapple juice, ketchup, brown sugar, green onions, and Hawaiian Punch. Now, the first thing that I would like to do is I want to go ahead and start to make our sauce. Let's get our sauce done and out the way. Okay? So now what we're going to do, let's pour our, boy, this bottle is heavy. Let's pour our Hawaiian Punch into our measuring cup here. Hopefully I don't spill it. All right. So now right here, this is 2.5 cups. All right, and I'm going to put this into my pan. I just have a saucepan over here. I'll turn the camera that way here in just 1 second. So that's 2.5 cups, and then I think I'm going to do 1 more cup, guys. Okay, because I want a lot of sweet and sour sauce. All right. There's 1 more cup. All right. Now I'll turn the camera over towards the, excuse me, over towards the pan. All right, let me put my Hawaiian Punch away. Okay, now it's so very fast from here. I'm going to go ahead and turn my pot on a medium high. All right, just like so. We're going to put a 1/2 cup of brown sugar in the Hawaiian Punch. We're going to put 1/4 cup of ketchup. All right. And the pineapple chunks that I got in the can, I'm going to use the pineapple juice from that. Okay, and that's 1/4 cup also. Mix it like so, just like this, guys. Nothing hard. And see that beautiful red color? That's the color that I like. Now, if you wanted to, you can make a sweet and sour sauce without the Hawaiian Punch. But guys, I love this color. This is the color that you see when you go to get Chinese takeout, right? I love the color and I love the flavor that this gives. It gives it such a beautiful flavor. Okay, now, so this is the sweet part, okay? We have our ketchup, our brown sugar, Hawaiian Punch. Now for the tangy part. Let's come over this way. We'll grab this vinegar, all right? Put our vinegar in, and we're going to do a 1/2 cup of distilled white vinegar. If you had apple cider vinegar, that's okay too, no problem. All right, 1/2 cup, just like so. Now we're going to taste this and make sure that we have that sweet and sour taste, okay? If you don't, you might need more vinegar or you might need more sugar. That's why you always want to taste things. Okay, I'm just mixing the sugar in and the vinegar. Let me give this a swirl and see what it tastes like. Guys, that right there is beautiful. Here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to put a little bit more, just a little bit more vinegar. Okay? That's about 2 tablespoons. Just like so. Now, we're going to bring this up to a boil. Once it comes up to a boil, everyone, we are going to pour a cornstarch slurry into our liquid. So right now I'm going to go ahead and put some cold water, and I'll show you about how much. Just about this much, guys. That's not a lot. See that? All right. And now we're going to go in and put cornstarch in. Anytime you put cornstarch and cold water together, you're creating what they call a cornstarch slurry. And we're going to use 2 tablespoons. Here's 1. And there's 2. And what a cornstarch slurry is once something comes up to a boil, you put this in there and it'll thicken it up right before your eyes, guys. Okay, but make sure you mix it up well, okay? You want no dry cornstarch in there. All right, just like so. Now this will, oops, I made a mess. Let me wipe it up. Now, this cornstarch slurry will sit there until my liquid starts to boil. Okay? I can start to see a few little bubbles on the side, so that's indication that this is going to boil quickly. Once this comes to a boil, I'll be right back and we'll add our cornstarch. Okay, everybody, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and start sauteing my onions and bell peppers trio. Okay, I just put a little bit of oil in this pan here, and I'm going to turn this pan up to a medium high. And what we're going to do is we're going to saute these very quickly, okay? But you do not want to cook them all the way, all right? What you want to do is, because you want to make sure they still have some bite and some crunch to them, okay? We are not trying to saute these to where they get soggy, all right? So I figured we might as well, you know, go ahead and start on our vegetables while we're waiting on our sweet and sour sauce to come up to a boil. It's taken a little bit longer than what I thought, but hey, it's okay. I got all day, guys. Okay. So here's my sauce, and you'll see little pieces of pineapple from using the pineapple juice from the can, but hey, that doesn't bother me. But if it's something that bothers you guys, feel free to strain this sauce, okay? And what you want to do is definitely strain it before you thicken it, okay? All right, so now I can hear these sizzling. And what I'm going to do right now is season these. We want to season every level of our, I gotta move my camera real quick, guys. Season every level of our dish. I'm just going to use a little bit of salt and pepper to season. Just a little bit, not too much. Just like so. Get a little bit of pepper in on there. Just like so. Okay? Awesome. Alright, let me focus back in, everybody. I'm so excited for this dish. Like, who doesn't love sweet and sour pork, sweet and sour chicken? You can do this with, excuse me, you can do this with shrimp or chicken or fish with the same recipe. You don't have to go out to Chinese takeout and pay a lot of money for something that you can make at home so simply. All right? So now what I want to do, I'm going to go ahead and chime in on our beautiful sauce here. What I want to do is go ahead and put the cornstarch slurry in. All right? Just like this. Now for just a few minutes, this sauce will turn a little lighter, but it will not remain light, okay? It'll go back to darkness. If that made sense. It'll go back to the same color. There we go. And just stir it. Just like so. Alright. There we go. This right here, guys, this is what you call sweet and sour sauce 101. So simple, yet so easy to make. There's no headaches here, guys. This here is such a simple and fun recipe. You know, when you say you're going to make a sweet and sour sauce, people are like, really? You know, and they want to see. They want to see what you're doing. And then when they find out that I'm using Hawaiian Punch, they really get freaked out. Like, what? And I'm like, guys, just taste it. And when they taste it, they cannot believe the flavor. Because now remember we put ketchup in here too. We got that ketchup, that brown sugar, pineapple juice, and then we got the sour part, the vinegar. Alright guys, we'll just let this keep coming up to a boil, just like so, and let our vegetables go. And when you leave the vegetables to not get soft, they remain beautiful. You know, they remain that beautiful color, that bright color. Once you cook them too long, they start to lose their color, guys. And they get kind of dull. And we don't want that. No, we don't. Alright. Vegetables looking great. The vegetables are almost done. What I'm trying to do, guys, I'm trying to time my meal. My husband's outside in the backyard cutting the grass, and I told him, I said, when you're almost done cutting the grass, I'll start cooking. That way, by the time you get inside and take your shower, I'll have dinner ready. So we'll see how good my timing is. I'll have to let you guys know. Alright, let's take a peek in at this. And if I need to put a little bit more cornstarch in here, I absolutely will. No problem there. And it looks like I just might need to, because you want a nice thick cornstarch. Let me go ahead, put a little bit of water back in my bowl. Make sure it's cold water. Never use hot water for a slurry, okay? See that? Whoops, just a little bit of water. All right, and just a little bit of cornstarch. And I might not use all of this, guys. Just want to get some more in there to make sure we're thick as I want it. All right. Now we're moving, guys, in the right direction. Just a little bit more. Let's see what that little bit does. Beautiful. Okay. There he is, getting just like I want it. Let's chime in on the vegetables really quick. The vegetables are almost done. We'll give it about 2 more minutes and we'll call it a day for the vegetables. Beautiful vegetables. Okay, now look at this, guys. This is what I wanted you guys to see. Okay? Beautiful. Let me stir him up a little. Where is my whisk? I think my 9-year-old, guys, I think that my 9-year-old got into my whisk. I don't know what he could have been doing with it. But I can't find my whisk. I'll have to get another one. But we'll just have to make do with this until I get another whisk. Okay. Oh, look at this right here, guys. Hey, that's sweet and sour sauce 101. And look how thick. See how thick? Can you tell how thick it's gotten? That right there, that's what you're wanting, guys. Alright, now I'm going to turn the stove off on that and put our sweet and sour sauce aside. Alright, we're going to take our vegetables. See our vegetables? They're completely done. I want to take them out of this pan, okay, because I don't want them to continue to cook. So the same plate that I had them on, I'm going to just put, let me turn the camera there. I'm going to put the vegetables right on that same plate. Let me zoom out just a little. Vegetables are beautiful. That's what we're wanting, guys. See this? Done. And that was so simple. Alright? It's smells so good in here already. It's not even done, but it smells so good. Okay, so we got our vegetables. Here's our sauce. One more peek in at our sauce. All right, see that? Beautifulness? Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, now we're going to go ahead and make our battered pork. Here's what you'll need to do. Let me straighten up my kitchen. I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, let's go ahead and season up our beautiful pork. First thing that I want to do is put a nice amount of black pepper in there. Okay, I happen to like a lot of black pepper, so I'm going to use a nice amount. All right, we're going to go in with some salt, not too much. Okay, we're going to put some garlic powder in, just like so. All right, and now baking soda. Baking soda, guys, when you are cooking, when you are stir frying or cooking Chinese, use baking soda. What this baking soda will do is it'll break down the meat and it'll make it nice and velvety and tender. Okay, so this here is about a teaspoon, all right, of baking soda. Now, I'm also going to go in with cornstarch. Cornstarch will also help aid and help this to be nice and tender and velvety also. So I like to use the two. All right. Just like so. All right. Now let's mix this in. Just like this, guys. Nothing hard at all. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now what we're going to do with this meat, let me get a plate. I want to put my meat, excuse me, on this plate just because I want to use this bowl. All right, so we'll just let the meat set aside with the seasoning on it. All right, I want to use this bowl. Now let me rinse this bowl and I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, we're back. And now what I want to do, I want to use 2 cups of flour. Check me out, guys. Whoops, that's way over, but guess what? It's okay. No problem there. We're not baking here. Okay, when you're baking, you have to use exact measurements or it will not turn out right. But with, you know, with this batter, hey, it's forgiving. It's okay, no problem. So we're going to use 2 cups of flour. All right, let me close my flour. And I want to use 1/4 cup. Let me get my 1/4 cup of cornstarch. And of course, I can't find it, but that's okay. No problem. I'm going to use 1/4. I know what 1/4 looks like, right? There we go. Okay? Put your cornstarch in there. And now what you want to do, we're going to put cold water into our flour and cornstarch mixture. All right? We'll start off with about 1.5 cups and see where that leads us. Okay? So let me get 1.5 cups. And make sure it's cold water. All right? Here's 1.5 cups, guys. All right. And just mix it. No problem. Just pour it in a little bit at a time because what you're looking for is, there's one more ingredient I need to put in here also. I want to put 1 tablespoon of baking powder, guys. Sorry about that. There we go. A little tiny bit more. Just like so. You don't have to use baking powder if you're using self-rising flour, okay? What you want to aim for is a batter. All right? And you just keep on stirring and keep pouring water until you get a batter consistency. Okay? A consistency to where you can put your meat in and pull your meat out. You don't want like plaster, you know, like this. This is what you call plaster. We don't want that. Okay? So let's stir it very well. Let's stir it very well. I caught that one, guys. All right, let me put some more water in. Make sure it's cold water, okay? Cold water always. We'll keep pouring it in until we get what we're looking for. Just like so. All right. Now we're in business. We're getting close. Just like this, guys. Nothing hard about this recipe. I am seriously making a mess in here, but I'm enjoying doing it, guys. I have to clean off my counter real quick. I've got batter on my counter and I cannot stand it. There we go. Sorry about that. All right. Beautiful. Now this is the consistency that I'm wanting. That's what we want, guys. Why am I making such a mess today? All right. Now I'm going to turn my oil on. I have oil on it. I have oil in a wok. I'm going to show you how much oil I have, okay? Because I want to deep fry these. And so in order to deep fry them, you have to have enough oil. Okay? I'll turn the camera over so you can see. See that? That's enough oil. Now I've turned my oil on a medium high. Let's start battering our pork up. All right? It won't take too long for our oil to come up to temperature. All right, let me go ahead and grab this pork and throw it into this beautiful flour, or batter, as we should say. Let me show you. Look at this. This is what you're wanting. Almost like a pancake batter. See that? That consistency. All right. Let's bring the pork back into the equation. Move everything else out the way. And let's go ahead and put everything into the pool. Just like so. All right. Now, let's go ahead, get everything in there, married up and happy, loving each other in there. And we're going to have us some nice, smooth, soft, crunchy pork. Watch and see, guys. Now, I'm just going to continue to stir this for a few minutes and make sure it's nice and coated. Meanwhile, my oil's on the stove heating up. Once the oil comes up to temperature, I'll be back and we'll fry these bad boys. Be back. Okay, everyone, my oil is nice and heated up to 370. All right. Check this out. I have a slotted spoon that I'm using, and what's going to happen is, you know, the batter's going to be able to drip. I'm going to grab this, start putting it into my oil. Let me turn towards the oil so you all can see better. There we go. Okay. And if this fork doesn't work, I might have to use my fingers to put it in. But you don't want to throw it all in at once, okay? Because what would happen is they will definitely stick together if you think you're going to grab it, you know, all in one bunch and throw it in. We don't want that, guys. Be patient. Patience is the key to good cooking, guys. I tell you all the time. This batter, you guys will absolutely love this batter. It's almost like a pancake batter. It's beautiful. All right, I think I'm not doing too well with this fork. I'm going to go ahead on in with my fingers. My fingers are nice and clean, guys. All right, that way I can do it faster. There we go. Now we're moving. I'm going to continue to put these in there. Just like this. I have this on a medium high. Let me make sure I got a good picture, guys. Let's see. And then I'll zoom in for you. All right, let's zoom out just a little. Perfect. All right, I'm going to continue to put these in there, and what you want to do when you're making this batter, you want to cook these till they're almost done, right? But what you'll do is you take them out, let them rest, let the proteins rest, okay? Let the batter rest, and then we're going to throw them back in the oil for a second fry. And what that second fry will do is give you this beautiful crispness, if that's a word. It'll give you, the batter will be so crispy, guys, once you do it a second time. Now, I mean, if you wanted to, you could do one fry, but it just won't turn out as good as a second fry, okay? So it looks like I might have to do about two different bunches of the pork, because you don't want to overload it. If we overload it right now, everything will stick and the temperature will drop. We don't want that to happen. Now look at this, guys. All right, now we're moving in the right direction. Let's get that halfway fried up, and then we're going to put it on here, guys. And see, now this is a cooling rack, and I just have a baking dish under it. Now what will happen once we put the meat on this cooling rack, the meat will be, air will be able to circulate under the meat instead of just putting your meat on something flat and then it gets soggy at the bottom. You always want to use a cooling rack, okay? Because air can circulate from the top of the cooling rack to the bottom of the cooling rack, okay? And I'll show you that once I get my meat on there. Looks like I can put a few more in, and I'm going to go ahead and do just that. Beautiful. Hey, those 7 pork chops gave me a lot of meat, guys. I'm feeding 5 of us tonight, and we're going to have leftovers. Well, I don't know if we'll have leftovers, but I'm going to try to put me some in a container that I can take to work tomorrow before they eat it all. All right, I'm going to wash my hands really quick. I'm going to let this get nice and brown, and I'll be back, guys. I'll take this out and get the second batch going. Okay, guys, I just want to show you what our pork is looking like. It's been cooking for about 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, so here's what it's looking like. Here in a few minutes, we're going to take it out, even though it's not done. Even though it's not done, because remember, we're going to fry this 2 times to get a beautiful crisp on it. Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, everyone, I got a light golden brown on these pork medallions. I'm going to go ahead and take them out and let them rest just for a quick hot second, all right? Meanwhile, well, not a quick hot second. I'm going to put these ones in, all right? Get these other ones going, and then we're going to second fry all of them, all right? So let me do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, we're almost at the finish line. This is the second batch going. I'm going to take this out. We'll put them all back in together, and we're almost there, guys. Okay, everyone, let's go ahead and put that first batch back in, just like so. And I have my oil on a high heat, all right? Beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and put the second batch back in for our beautiful golden brown crisp. Let these go at it in the oil until we get a nice golden brown. Okay, everyone, our chicken is done. And I know I told you all I would tell you if my timing was right. Well, my husband got done with the yard. He took his shower, and dinner's ready a half an hour from the time he got out of his shower. So I think I'm on time. They gave him plenty of time to like get dressed and everything, and you know, relax. And dinner's ready a half an hour later. All right. So this is nice and done. I'm going to go ahead and take it out. I'm going to make his plate, and then I'll come back, guys, and I'm going to taste this, and I'm going to let you know what it tastes like. Look at this meat, guys. Take a good look at it. Look at this meat, guys. Okay, everybody, here's our beautiful sweet and sour pork 101, guys. If you all enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Hey, if you didn't enjoy this video, give me a thumbs up. All right, guys, check this out, seriously. This right here, let me zoom in. Uh-oh. Let's see if I can. There we go. Look at this, guys. Sweet and sour pork 101, guys. And I just have some flavored rice in the back. And I'm laying my my pork and vegetables on a nice bed of iceberg lettuce to get that nice freshness. And the heat from the pork will kind of wilt the iceberg lettuce. Oh man, guys. Put a little bit of green onions on there and we're set. Look at this. All right, let me zoom out. I'm going to taste this and let you guys know just what this tastes like. Now, what I wanted to let you know is I went ahead, after my vegetables were done, I tossed my pineapples in the vegetables. And right before, like I made my husband's plate, I heated the vegetables up, okay? And then you just mix them in with your meat. Look at this, guys. Look at this, guys. Check this out. Check this part out. Oh my goodness, guys. Like, seriously? Ooh. This right here, oh man, that's what you call sweet and sour pork, guys. Oh, I'll put a few more green onions on there. I'm ready to go to town, guys. All right, I'm gonna get that piece of pork right there. All right, check this out. Look at this, guys. Oh, hold on. Beautiful. Right away. This is so good. I am speechless. Guys, I have done it again. This right here is so tasty. I'm going in again. Look at this, guys. Look at that. See, I got that onion on there. Hold on. Guys, this is so good. Let me get a little bit of this rice. Beautiful. And look at this. I like to take my fresh iceberg lettuce. All right. Put those vegetables. Grab you a piece of meat. Eat all that together, just like so. Guys, seriously. Try this recipe. It's so simple, guys. Do you guys hear that crunch? And that crunch is still there after we put the sauce on it. Lovely, just lovely. Let me try this again. I want to put a little bit more sauce. Look at that, guys. Beautiful. Tantalizing. Look at this. Let me get a pepper on there. A pepper or two. And make sure you put that nice fresh lettuce under there, guys. It gives it a whole nother freshness, if that makes sense. I'm going to finish eating this. And as always, God bless. Have a great night. And thank you all for watching. Good night.